Om Namah Shivaya. Welcome to the last episode of Unravelling the Ramayana. I am about to be done with the book, and I will just share some very briefly about certain different topics which came up towards the end of this book. So let's talk a little bit about different important people. So today let's begin by talking about Vibhishana. Vibhishana was the younger brother of Ravana, and he was very different from Ravana, and he was a very dharmic person. So every time Ravana did something adharmic, he used to try to get him back into the path of dharma, and try his best to tell his elder brother not to do this kind of stuff, but Ravana never listened to him. Ravana was very greedy. So then he at the end also he tried his best to avoid the war and bring peace, but obviously Ravana was it was impossible, so then war had to happen. So Vibhishana helped Rama fight the war. Being Ravana's brother, he stood against his own brother and he stood on the path of dharma, and he was in no doubt that his objective was to ensure Rama won against Ravana. So he did feel bad about being the reason to cause the death of a lot of people in his own family. His nephew, he really loved his nephew a lot, Indrajit, which was Ravana's son. Indrajit was also killed by Vibhishana's because of Vibhishana's advice. So but even though he was upset about that, he was clear that it has to be done. And his nephew even blamed him for being a traitor. So did a lot of other people, because he did not he basically went against his own family, so he was called a traitor. And so here we all see that sometimes we have that path, we have to take a path where we don't know which one to take, right? Sometimes we need to stay on the path of dharma, or should we stay on the path should we stay with our family if they are doing adharma? The same thing happened in Mahabharata as well, where Arjuna got into a dilemma where he was basically oh, I can't kill all these people because they are on the opposite side, but they are in my family. I cannot kill my guru, I cannot kill my pitamaha and all that. So that was also that's kind of your discrimination leaving you, because you know that they are wrong, but your attachment towards them and all those qualities are making you act against the path of dharma. So we should remember that sometimes the people that we care about are not right, and just because we care about them, we should not do what they say if they are doing the wrong thing. And so so Rama was the epitome of dharma, and Ravana was an epitome of adharma. And Vibhishana had a choice, he could either stay on the path of dharma or adharma, but he chose to stay on the path of dharma. And Brahmadeva had offered to grant a boon to Ravana and Vibhishana, and Ravana asked for immortality at that time. So Vibhishana instead asked for a very unique wish. His wish was like this: even in the worst of calamities, let my mind always be established in dharma. So Brahmadeva said that you will never go away from the path of dharma, and that is the reason why Vibhishana was always doing the right thing. So Vibhishana's choice was not an easy one. It was between doing the right thing versus standing behind his brother in trouble. It was between being loyal to the family, although it was wrong, or choosing to be disloyal, but being on the side of dharma. So here loyalty is with the adharma and disloyalty is with dharma, but so you choose to be disloyal. And Vibhishana played a very vital role in Rama's victory, right? Vidur has sorry. So in Mahabharata, Vidur had once told Dhritarashtra that you should give up on Duryodhana for the sake of dharma. He said that if giving up a son saves a family, then you should do that, and give up the family if it saves a village. Give up the village to save the largest state, and to to protect one's virtues and values, be ready to give up this earth as well. And Vibhishana exactly lived by this rule. So he helped a lot in Rama's victory, and whenever like Rama and Lakshmana were about to fail, he used to tell them what to do, and he was guiding them throughout the war to kill Ravana. Yeah, so Vibhishana is a very important person in Ramayana, because without his help, I don't think that like I don't know, I mean, he genuinely played a very important role to defeat Ravana. So yeah, and then the next, let's talk a little bit about Lakshmana. So like Lakshmana was a very faithful person towards Rama, and his the person he loved the most in the world was not his mother or father but Rama. And among all his other three brothers, he liked Rama the most. From childhood, they both were together all the time, and they grew up just best friends, and they were there for each other, and he was always committed to serving Rama. And when Rama decided to accept Vanvas, Lakshmana was not happy at all. He was not happy about Rama obeying his father, blindly obeying his father. He believed that as a Kshatriya, you should fight for your rightful claim to the throne, and you should not just listen to somebody's even though he's your father, he's not making any sense right now, you should not listen to that and just leave. And even Rama's mother Kaushalya had told so many times not to go, and still Rama chose to listen to his father instead, right? So Lakshmana was unhappy about this, but nothing could change Rama's decision. So instead of so since Lakshmana and Rama were together always, he insisted on going with Rama to the forest, and he did not want to stay back and enjoy all the luxury of the kingdom, but instead he wanted to he chose to not be luxurious, and even though the Vanvas was a very 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 difficult thing to do, he chose to go for it just because Rama was there. And during the time in the forest, he was committed to fully take care of Rama and Sita. He would stay awake when they were asleep to protect them from the dangers of the forest. He would build roads with his hands when they had to cross rivers. He would ensure that they had enough food to eat. And before leaving for Vanvas, Lakshmana sought blessings from his mother Sumitra. She didn't, but Lakshmana's mother was not crying like Rama's mother did, but she was actually happy that her son had made a good decision to accompany his elder brother to the forest. So she did not plead her son not to go also. She was proud of him, and she gave him a very important advice. She said that see your father in Rama, see myself, your mother in Sita, and think that Ayodhya is the forest, so serve them as earnestly as a son should. And Lakshmana lived true to his mother's advice every moment of his life. And many times when Rama lost his school, and he was basically he was about to give up, and he got very angry, and he was a lot of time when his mind was in agitated state, Lakshmana brought him back to normal. Lakshmana used to say that, okay Rama, you are the most powerful person, you're the most you're the person that everybody looks up to, you're the person who has a lot of control over your mind, so this is not you, you're acting differently, so come back to normal. Lakshmana used to patiently bring Rama back to normal every time Rama was mentally in trouble. And in a lot of popular depictions of Ramayana, Lakshmana's character is known to be an angry young man who doesn't have any control over his anger, and he's waiting for a chance to jump on people. But in Valmiki Ramayana, we see him as a very mature and composed man, and every time he's the one who brings Rama back into normal state when Rama becomes angry. Several times during the entire Ramayana, there are instances in Valmiki Ramayana where Lakshmana is said to bring back Rama back into normal. So he was a very committed and true person towards Rama, and yeah, so I would call him an ideal friend, an ideal brother, and a person who is extremely genuine and dedicated to his brother, his family, as well as the nation. So we also have a lot to learn from Lakshmana's qualities. And now let's get to the final part. Let's just go over some qualities of Rama again, because this is the end of this book, and this is how the author as well ends the book. So what was Rama like? What was it about Rama that everyone, young and old, women and men, showered their love on him? His citizens, his gurus, his friends, the rishis he met, like during Vanvas, and the Vanaras he met later in his life, all came to adore him. And what was Rama's appeal to such a diverse set of people? So in the initial episode we had discussed that Ramayana starts by between dialogue between Rishi Valmiki and Devarishi Narada, right? So Rishi Valmiki wanted to know if there was anyone who possessed all the 16 qualities in a desirable man, so that's when Narada said that okay, there is one person, just one person who has all these qualities, and that was Rama. So the author has actually described the attributes of Rama in the book. So I'll just briefly name what are the attributes of Rama. So physical attributes were broad-shouldered, large and beautiful forehead, strong-armed, radiant complexion, prominent and strong cheeks, mighty and powerful, strong, well developed, and armed with a great bow, large expansive eyes, and long armed with arms reaching the knees, having auspicious features, well proportioned head, and pleasant looking. So and these were the physical attributes, and some personality attributes are steady natured, understands dharma, powerful, a man of virtue, dignified, true to his words, in control of his senses, pure, intelligent, obedient to elders, committed to the welfare of people, proficient in speech, protector of his dharma, attentive and focused, protector of his subjects and allies, highly retentive memory, beloved of all, skilled in archery, learnt in scriptures, always approachable, endowed with presence of mind, equitability, disposed towards all. So these are the features that the author is describing. And she's also saying she's saying that Narada is saying that Rama is profound and calm as the ocean and steadfast as the Himalayas. He is as powerful as Vishnu, as good looking as the moon, as fiery as death when angry, as forgiving as the earth, as generous as Kuber, and as truthful as Dharma. So these are Narada's words of summing up Rama's qualities. And then there are some sections, very shortened sections about how Rama was the perfect warrior, and how Rama was the perfect son, how Rama was the perfect husband, how Rama was a perfect king. So there are sections in this book which talks about that. And I think we have talked about these qualities throughout our previous episodes. So then after this, that's it. The book is over with all these qualities of Rama. And so then there is one last small chapter called Rama Rajya. So it's about talking about the perfect kingdom. And we say that even in today's India, we say that when the leader is having qualities of Rama, then it's said that the country or the nation or the kingdom is a Rama Rajya. So the people in Rama's kingdom were content, healthy and righteous. There was no fear of hunger or robbery. The state itself was prosperous, overflowing with grains and food. So that's a perfect, a happy, perfect nation that everyone wants to live in. So like yeah, that's Ramarajya. And how well a state is governed eventually depends on its leadership. So, a crystal clear objectivity, absence of any kind of bias, detached thought process, understanding of context and dharma, long term vision are important aspects of leadership. These can come only when one's mind and senses are firmly under control. Rama had achieved that control. So, Ramarajya can happen only when the leader has the quality of Rama. So, yes. Good governance depends on control of the senses and mind of the leader. So throughout Ramayana, we all understood that Rama was a perfect person, and like it's hard. Like Rama was put through extremely difficult conditions all throughout his life. But so many unfair things happened to him, but he chose to actually, not run away from that, but to live that in the best way possible. We should all learn a lot from this, because what happens in our life is not under our control many times, and nothing is in our hands, right? And we should try to make best of the situation that we are given, and we should try to always be true to our virtues, and choose the path of dharma even if that costs us more. Like Rama was the perfect son, the perfect husband, the perfect king. In our day-to-day lives, let's also try to be the perfect, like partner for our partner, and perfect, like child for our parents, so that we can also try to inbuild some qualities of Rama, so that it is going to be a very, it's going to be a dharmic life, and a very peaceful and humbled life ahead. So yeah, after reading this book, I realized how to deal with a lot of situations in my life, and how to remain calm and steady like Rama used to be, and always keep Rama in mind while doing a lot of things. So anyway, this is Ramayana month, holy month of Ramayana going on. Today is, I'm recording this video on 27th of July, so I think it's like the 12th day of the Karkadaga Masam. So very 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 happy and very blessed that I got to read this book and got to learn a lot about Rama, and I will always keep the things that I learned from this book in my mind. So Jai Shri Ram, and thank you so much for watching these. I hope to read more and make more videos like this. Namaskar.